Well, the wins list is really starting to look strong for the English contender, Lerone Murphy. Josh Kulabau, Makwan Amirkhani, Douglas Silva, D'Andrade, of course, Ricardo Ramos back in the day. But now tonight is the test, right? The test that everybody wants to see if Lerone Murphy can pass, because a lot of people envision him as a future champion, if not UFC headliner. But these are the type of fights that you need to prove you can pass. Stylistically, the UFC gave him this fight because they think it'll test him in all realms of mixed martial arts. We'll see tonight if Lerone Murphy can preserve that O in the loss column. Well, relative to his profile, Movsar Evloev may be the best fighter in the world that you've never heard of. Thankfully, you're playing with him here tonight. This is one of the best featherweights, if not pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And if I was to have to compete in an MMA round, this is the last guy I would want to be in there with. Absolutely suffocating, one of the best cardiovascular bases in the game. Outstanding grappling and wrestling, the emerging striking as well. And even when he was tested against Diego Lopez at UFC 288, Evloev still was able to rise to the occasion. Outstanding submission defense, heart, championship medal. DC, I could go on, but the fight's almost upon us. Well, there has already been a lot of UFC history here at Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. More where that came from tonight. And we are ready to go with two of the best athletes in the sport. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Lerone the Miracle Murphy! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Movsar
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. Oh, it's always good to be here in H-Town, Houston, Texas. We are live at Toyota Center tonight. DC, this is a venue that has been good to you and your team, and we'll see who can make some more UFC history here tonight.
Houston is just a great fight city. People think of Vegas, Brazil, Canada. Sometimes Houston gets overlooked, but some of the biggest fights have happened in the Toyota Center. It's a great fight venue for all UFC fights.
Lerone Murphy gets tattooed with that hook. Beautifully timed and placed.
Great commitment to the kicking game.
All right, so there it is. First takedown attempt by the wrestler, and the kickboxer is able to stay upright. So I know it's early, but potentially a significant moment right there.
A huge moment for him. Just to gain the knowledge that if I need to, I can defend effectively. Even though he believed that he was going to take me down over and over again. This is massive. And now he gets to fight where he's comfortable. Nice transition.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Murphy.
Oh, right into mount. This is a terrible position.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Evloev's in half guard now.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Well, he's no stranger to being in this position. Strong work from the top here by Evloev. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Evloev's right back to the full mount here. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
That is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Evloev's back in full mount. Continuing to stick.
You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really advanced now. Looks like he can get finished.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Under a minute to go. Murphy's back inside control. Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, buddy, let's punch into that clinch this round. All right? He has no answer for your clinch. He's not defending the right way. He's open for those knees, those elbows. All of that is working great.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Oh, big right hand, yes. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot. It's a follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Oh, nice body shot.
Oh, nice technique on the side kick. You don't learn that overnight.
Oh, big body kick landed there. You check that last one. He's back in the clinch position. This is where he has done a ton of good work here. Punch, punch, punch to the head from the clinch.
And they separate after exiting the clinch. Nice hook.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here. Yep, that guillotine deep.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that long flute choke.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent. Great defense by this fighter. Great job landing from the top position.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Lerone Murphy. How good is he? All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
That was a slick transition.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Murphy getting pounded by those hammer fists. We might get a stoppage here. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Evloev. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Good work from the top here by Movsar Evloev. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Hard ground and pound shot there. And yes, it was hard. Opened him right up. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Evloev. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get up?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
10 minutes in the books. All right, well, that's the end of the round, so the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling out of that cut there. You got to think maybe at some point they call the doctor in, and if he doesn't like what he sees, maybe they stop this fight. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding, but if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready?
Third round underway. Oh, straight punch. Murphy's cheek is just leaking blood all over the octagon. That gash is absolutely terrible. I might have even caught his jawbone in there. I'm not so sure. Oh, body kick attempt here. It's no good. kick lands.
My favorite shot in the game is another leg kick.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Evloev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside position calls a stop to this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result is not going to change.
Need to work.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Evloev. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Evloev's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Nicely done. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Movsar Evloev. Oh, we got blood now, folks. Doctor might need to step in shortly. We got a huge situation here.
He's getting them out here.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. He's got to be careful here.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Ground and pound strike there now.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Side control now. Evloev's right back to the full mount.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Lerone Murphy. Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Murphy. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. He passed the half guard.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Final seconds of round 3. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, the round is over. Gut check time for him now. You see the cut on his cheek has gotten really, really bad. And even though it's not affecting his vision, if it gets any worse, the doctor will be called in. And I can assure you, he's going to have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 minutes. All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Movsar Evloev!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.